Nobody gets the credit for bringing in the right agency. If you decide to bring in an agency and they execute everything that you need to do, whether you're the leader in marketing, the leader in sales, you have a team, you bring them in and they execute, and that is actually a problem solved. The only problem is you're going to be remembered for saying, we need to bring in that agency. But you're not going to be remembered for, or you're not going to get the credit for doing the work because you didn't. The agency did the work. And even though it might have been your strategy, even though it might have been your vision, the agency that comes in and actually builds everything is what gets remembered. There's another way. It can be your vision as the leader in marketing or sales, and you bring in an agency to build with your team and let your team understand what is being built, and you're flipping it around because the agency is interviewing your team and all the steps that are required, the workflow, the processes, not to replace that individual, but to make sure that some of these steps are automated, that some of these steps are actually improved quality-wise, so that that person, one, has an understanding of what's being built, but second, has more time to do what that person is actually really good at, whether it's spending more time with sales teams in the field, whether it's more time working on that narrative to get the campaign right so that it really captures the attention and that it gives the brand the positioning that it really deserves. That takes time. You cannot have a baby in 6 months. I don't care how hard you want to try. You just need an X amount of time, right? And creativity and greatness takes time. So you decide, do you want to bring in that agency? Let them execute everything. And if you need something else, you need to give them a call because you don't fully get what they've built. Your team doesn't fully get what they've built. Or you bring in an agency like Torque or a similar agency that builds with you, with your team. I mean, this sounds like a right hook, but this is actually not meant as a right hook. This is a jab. This is just telling you, not for my sake, for your sake, whether you work with another company, whether you work with Torque, I think it's important to build with your team. Bringing in an agency that runs the entire thing, one, you're not going to get the credit, if I'm honest. Two, you don't even know what's broke and how to fix it if it breaks. And three, your team is going to be like, okay, so when they're being brought in to build all this, then what is my role and what's going to happen to me? It's, however, your choice. You're in the lead. This is just my 2 cents. See you in the next one.